Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on the main menu theme from The Forest. It's a beautiful little song and I've done a full playthrough, full cover version of it, so check that out so you can hear what it sounds like all the way through. I'll leave a link in the description and a card above. So I'm going to teach you the whole song today, but just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video and I'd love to hear from you, so please leave me some comments in the comment section, including what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, keep me doing it, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning. Okay, so the first line, super easy. It's just a little introduction. It goes like this. So all we're playing is B9 and G10. And we're going to hold it for 3 bars. So you play the 2 and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to play the 8th fret of the A string, so A8. So the whole line goes 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's just like a little introduction before it then sort of comes in. So the next line sounds like this. So to play that G10 to E8, so it goes. And the E8 lasts for 3 beats, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we play another G10 on beat 1 of the next bar, bar 6. And then we're going to jump up and go, which is B14 and then E13. So the first 2 bars slowly go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now, it's kind of repeating that same phrase, but it just changes the lower note. So the next 2 bars, bars 7 and 8, go, which is G8 this time to E8, back to the G8, and then play the B14 and E13. So bars 7 and 8 go. And then into bar 9, we've got. So let's change the lower note on the G string to fret 6. So G6, E8, back to the G6, B14 and E13 again. So the first 3 bars you've got, first 6 bars you've got. And then it goes down to 10 on the D string. You could go to fret 5 on the G string, but I like to go to 10 on the D string. So D10, then E8, back to the D10, and then we go. So you've got to stretch up. We're playing B14, but then jumps up to E18. So you might have to completely put your hand, especially if you've got a classical guitar, it'll just about be reachable, but it'll be pretty tricky. If you've got an electric guitar, it's going to be nice and easy to jump up to there. Okay, so the whole line goes. So that's the first line, and that, that's the second line, and that line repeats. And then we go on to this next line, which goes. So for that, it's all basically playing the same note. So 8 on the A string, then we've got 10 on the G string, Then you're going to jump your little finger to E13. So it's a bit of a stretch. You might prefer to use first, third and fourth fingers, or first, second and fourth fingers, whichever way you prefer. And you're going to play the 8 on the A string and the 10 on the G string. If you can't do that stretch, just get rid of the 8 and just do the top bit. That'll sound fine as well. So you can get rid of that 8 if you can't reach it. But if you can reach it, put it in. So the A8 and the G10 at the same time. Then E13. Then another E13 on beat 4. Back to G10. Then E13. So bars 13 and 14 go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The next 2 bars are the same. So the first 4 bars of that line go. Then bar 17 is the same as the first bar again. Then bar 18 you just go G10 to E13, and then another E13. Same on bar 19. And same on bar 20, but on the last hit I've put an extra G10 in there. So bar 20 goes. Okay, so the whole line you get. On to the next line then, and it's a kind of variation on the second line that we played. We've got this. So it's just adding a little bit of harmony. So we've got 10 on the G string and 9 on the B string, and we're going to play both of those at the same time. Then play E8. So we've got, then back to the G10, B14 to E13, just like we did before. So you get. Next bar, bar 23. Just put your first finger flat across the E, B and the G strings at the 8th fret, and you're going to play G8 and B8 at the same time, and then E8, back to the G8, B14, E13. So you got. Then we go down to fret 6, you're going to play G6 and B6, then E8, back to the G6, the B14 and E13. And then the last one, last 2 bars, we play 10 on the D string and 8 on the G string at the same time. E8, back to D10, E14, up to the E18. So the whole of that line, you get. So the next line, we get this. So for that, fret 8 on the A string, G5, G6, and then B6. It goes. And you just play that twice, so bars 29 and 30 are the same. The next bar, bar 31, we play A6, and then G5, G6, and then B6. And same for bar 32. Then the low note goes down to fret 4 on the A string, so A4. The rest is the same, so G5, G6, and B6. So bars 33 and 34 are the same, so you get. Then down to fret 3 in bar 35, so A3, G5, G6, then B6. And the only little change there on bar 36, the last bar of that, goes A3, G5, G6, then E6. So the whole line goes. And then the last line, we've just got this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So for that, it's just A8 and D6 at the same time. Last for 2 bars. Then A6 and D5 for 2 bars. Then A4 and D3, holds for 2 bars. Then A3 and D1. And you could repeat that round. I just played it through once, and that's where I ended. But if you're playing along to the actual track, then it keeps repeating that. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, it really does help me out, as does giving me a like on the video. And the more comments, the better. If you just want to say hi, just write hi in the comments. Let me know what songs I should do. Let me know where in the world you're like watching this from. It's crazy that people are watching these videos that I just make at my home, and then people are watching them around the world. It's really interesting for me to hear where you're from. So let me know where you're from. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, keep me doing it, and you want to print the tabs off, then you can support me on Patreon. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I do appreciate it. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.